Hey everyone, Chris Green here, saying my name. Welcome back to an episode of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, or at least I would normally say that. But as you can see, the model's here. And there's gameplay playing in the background. Why? Well, the simple answer simply is, I lost my audio. Not my game audio, obviously, as you can hear it right now. No, I lost my mic audio. Specifically for this episode and the next one. So I was originally going to try to re-record my audio, but you know, things change. So yeah, instead you get to hear me yap while gameplay plays in the background. So yeah, this is a lesson to myself in keeping an extra backup of whatever game I'm playing of my save. So going forward, I'm probably going to do that. Also, it's also a lesson in checking before I even save if my recording has mic audio, because apparently when I did all of my recording, there was no audio. And on that day, I recorded this. I recorded the next couple episodes of this, and 2 episodes of Kirby, which I scrapped one and re-recorded. So yeah. So yeah, as you can see, what I've been doing here in the game was I was just collecting the figures that I simply had not collected yet. So yeah. And yeah. Just as simple as that. I don't remember how long this one. I think this was the last one. There might be one more. I don't remember, as it's been. By this point, it's been about a week since I recorded. So yeah. But it is what it is. It's as simple as that. Still love the music in this game. Even though, like, I grew up with the original, so I'm used to the soundtrack of the original. But this one also is nice, getting to hear, like, more modern renditions of the songs of the game. Yeah, so that was the last one. Alright. So, at this point here, I think I'm moving on to doing some checking around the map. I think. Oh wait, no. I remember what I'm doing at this point now. I'm going down to the little area down here. There's, now. Down there, there's a little maze? A little, puzzle where you have to, follow the signs. Literally, it starts at the sign right here. And then you just go to each sign that it's in line with, and you interact with that. Which, yeah. E. This, you would not be able to do, really, unless you had, the hook shot. Because you wouldn't be able to get through over that gap. And yeah, I really almost fell into a gap there again. Almost. So yeah. I started pre-recording some things. Because normally I would just record like one episode and just move on from there. But I started pre-recording things because there's been some stuff happening in my life that I needed to have a bit of a backlog set up, and after discovering that, I kind of just, you know, I kind of just stopped that, and yeah, I'm planning on getting back to that, where I'm just going to sit there and I'm going to batch record as much as I can, but this time, hopefully, with my, mic not having problems, where it just randomly disconnected from the software. So, yeah. I don't even remember what voice I gave Mamu when I had recorded this. But, yeah. I will shut up while Mamu sings. And there we go. Rock Song Soul, that's what we got here. Yeah, so... yeah, so... just kinda... I'll probably have most, if not all, of the rest of Zelda recorded here at some point. I'm just gonna want to make sure that, once again, when I do it, mic is actually working. If I remember correctly, at this point, I just decided, this is where I decided, alright, we're going... Yep. This is where I decided, today was the Dampé episode. The Dampé episode. One of a few. And I think I also... No, yeah, this is also where I noticed the, piece of heart I missed. So, yeah! You gotta be so hard. Yep. I also need to remind myself I do... I do need to... I can wait until the next time to bring this one up. Yes. So, we got a bunch of chamber stones here because, you know, we haven't been in here for a bit, so we got quite a few new dungeons unlocked. Which... yeah. This is where, I literally sat here and I just built a dungeon. I was just debating, like, alright, what kind of interest do I want to do? And I decided on that one. And I also thought, when I was building this dungeon, that this was going to be a dungeon where it was a no-sword dungeon, but obviously it's not. There's an actual... it's an actual dungeon where I can use the sword. So, yeah. So... I know there's some of the, of these, chamber dungeons that, that require you to do, something different. Also, I made a crucial error there, and I will realize the error I made. When? I don't know. But also, a part of me was very happy because now I had these pieces, which were something we were lacking for quite a while. And yeah. And here's where I realized that there was nothing there. So I changed some stuff. And yeah, I fixed the error. And then I ended up moving that there. Because I still wanted to keep it. I just wasn't sure where I wanted to put it. And that changed how I built this dungeon by the end of this, so... There's, I can actually say this one now. There are some that I'm very much looking forward to getting to when we get there. Which those are much later. Those are all the ones that have like all the rupees that we can get. As well as some other goodies. Including, but not limited to, there being a full, park container locked behind, Dampé. So, we kinda have to, do this. Also, you can tell I don't like placing, doors that have locks on them. Unless I absolutely have to. But, you know. It's just how I am. This is where I start debating. Which, yeah, I decided that, and then I changed some stuff around. Which, yeah. That's when I realized I actually had the sword, is right in that moment, and I'm just like, well, I guess I could have done something different for the boss. But at the same time, as well, it was getting a little stale, constantly just doing Moldorm. So, a change-up was nice. Though I don't think Facade was probably the best choice. Hey, look, it's Greg. But it was what it was. And yeah, I still love doing dungeons with a lot of things in them. Because it can turn into something very lucrative. Not that, the river isn't... I think that's actually a bit more lucrative in terms of time. But this is more fun for me. Setting up a dungeon and just running it. It's a little more... interactive. And while it might take longer, it's that interactivity that I like. So yeah. I also fell in the hole. Which, was a little, embarrassing for me, but it is what it is. Also, you gotta love the fact that these guys take 3 hits to take out. But they're also, like, super easy in the terms of when you know how to avoid them, you can avoid them. I just did a dumb thing and, you know, pay the price. I can also almost definitely say that there's probably going to be a rupee grinding episode in the future of this series, where I'm going to... I don't know, maybe I'll montage it. I think I'll montage it. And, And then included in another, basically just montage it as like the beginning of an episode, and then continue on to the actual episode. I think that'd be interesting. So. And this is where I discovered, yes, I can just go back this way. Is how I designed this place was so that way I could just do this. Which is I had to come back anyways to the side because there's chests over on the side to get. And yeah. I still sit here and just like I'm pretty sure like as long as you have like chests and like everywhere, like every possible square that you can for a chest, have a chest that has no key tied to it, you can get a lot of rupees. Which, always appreciate that. Yay. Nightmare key. And yeah, the boomerang's like one of my favorite things that we've gotten. Because it's just made things so much simpler for healing, because now I can take out like the bubbles and whatnot and get fairies. Oh, so this is one thing I hate about Facade still, is I will place a bomb and Facade will just send the bomb somewhere else. Hence why I don't like fighting Facade as much. I actually still haven't fought Facade on the 3-heart run. And I actually almost decided that I was going to do the episode on the 3-heart run. Which could have been interesting. I'm actually thinking of doing a, once, like, I'm done with the series, to do a bonus episode that is the final boss on the 3-heart run. I think that might be a little interesting for me. So. And yeah, here comes this one, which was our second of I think 3. I think I did 3 of these in total. Yeah, I did 3, which I understand the reason why I did so many. It's because I was trying to work through them more. Because, you know, I gotta get through it somehow. I just don't remember what I fully did in this one. I know I turned, like, that... I think I turned that northernmost, door there into the, into the boss room door. And yeah, just, this is me just, like, cycling through everything, just deciding, alright, I want this, I want this, I want this. Because not always do I know exactly what I want. Like, you can see me over, like, over on that one side there, I don't have anything placed there, so because, like, well, what do I feel like putting there? And I just didn't know at the time. Especially since my options were really much limited, and I believe I opted doing that one. And then, you know, I look at this, and it's like, okay, what do I still need? Well, I need a room up here. So I grab a room and place it up there. And then I'm just like, alright, well, then let's just slap the boss right where it needs to go. And I'm just like, And I grab this guy and plop him in. Because I think it would be interesting taking him on with having a and I was like, this is where I was like discovering, okay, I can do that. I'm just like, ooh, I can put bombs in? I'm just like, can I just put more in? And I'm like, oh, yes, I can. So I started placing bombs in, like, a bunch of rooms. Including the boss room. Not knowing at the time that the bombs actually had a time limit for how long they fell. But you know, even at the time, it was still a interesting find for me. Like, just like having the extra difficulty of getting stuck between a bomb and a wall and not picking it up in time to stop the explosion. Not that that ever happened, but the fact that it could. And yeah, my whole usual thing where every dungeon I build, I always include that one room. And it's now a key door. So, which I honestly, that's fine being a key door, considering how many rupees there are in it. Which, yeah. They're all green rupees, yes, but I honestly don't mind that much, especially like when the game hard asks you to make it. Make it a key door there. And yeah, I still remember the first time I did this. The economy's in shambles! I got a bone to pick with you! Fear my bone sword! And I love that the discovery there that I could use the bombs on him that fall. And yeah, this is where I discovered like there's only so many bombs that fall. Oh no! You got me! I'm probably gonna bring that voice back a little more. Depending on if I can, depending on if I, bring him back for more fights. Also, never have I been more sad to have had, a missing heart until then. Because I had full hearts, I would not have had to use a bomb. But it's whatever. And yeah, you leave the room, come back, and they restart. It's whatever. But yeah, I can't ever go without the rupee room. It's always... whenever I build a dungeon, it's always mandatory. Always. Well, half the time I also, it's also because I'm treating this as, like, one of my, like, money farming methods. That's also why I tend to try to use, like, the same boss. That's why I try to use the same boss repeatedly when building a dungeon, because I just want to make sure that, okay, I can get through this quick and easy at the end. So, you know. Fight something familiar, get done quickly. That sort of thing. Alright. Now, when I originally recorded this, I had opted to consider doing this as like, alright, I wasn't going to let you guys see this, but now that I'm sitting here, just talking over my footage that has no vocal audio, yeah. I'ma just let this play out. I don't care if this ends up being like a 45-minute episode. Almost. It... it's just kinda... I don't know. It irks me that that happened. I wish it didn't. I wish that everything went smoothly. But obviously it didn't. But I do love the fact that when I was building this one, I had to be like, okay, I need to have this and this and this and this. Let's get a little bit of this in there. And I was like, wait, no, that's a key door. Let's get rid of that. Let's take this instead. And I'm just like, okay, what else can I slot in here? Because I ended up slotting in 2 of these. Yeah. I saw it in 2 different sets of staircases. I was thinking, alright, well, that should do it there. Unbeknownst to me, I was like thinking, okay, let's do that. Let's do this. And then moved up to this. Which, yeah, I got the left and right. So I grab one for that side, and then I come to the other one, and I'm just like, oh no. I have to reconfigure this. And so that's what I did. I sat there and I reconfigured. Which didn't require a whole lot of reconfiguring, luckily. But I still had to reconfigure like a whole section here. And yeah, once that was done, I'm just like, okay, let's go adventuring. And then when I got back, that's where I started, was up there. Which, which I mean, yeah, it was an option I did, which could have worked. But, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Never have been, and like, that was another moment where I was like, never have been so happy to have the boomerang. And actually, I sit here, still, because, I very much enjoy the boomerang enough that I actually, because I had to get the hook shot, earlier in the 3 heart run to get my sword upgrade, because I wasn't about to fight the boss of Dungeon 5 without having the sword upgrade, which I do have the sword upgrade. I just had to reroute myself and do it early, and I'm just like, right here, I'm just like, oh, hold on. You need to turn everything to a square. Because I had initially turned it red instead of blue. And yeah. That one's just easy. Like, really easy considering. And then here, I'm just like, oh, I can use a pot to beat him, and yeah, no, you can't. If you can, I think you might be able to, if you can get him to turn around before a pot hits him, but you're spinning. You're spinning to take him out. You're spinning to win. Yeah, I had hit it, thinking, ooh, maybe if I hit it, it'll turn again, and no, it doesn't. Yeah, and then that happened, and I'm just like, what? Huh? It's great. And here I got hit by a bat, and I'm just like, oh. And then I got hit by another bat, and I'm just like, oh. And then I got so sad because neither of them dropped a heart. So I had no sword beams, which makes me sad. I like a sword beams. And when I walked by him, the second I was like, "You get to live for this time." Yeah, and then I got upset because these guys didn't drop anything. But I knew I was going to be able to get some health back here. Which... yeah. It's good. Though, had I had full hearts, I probably would have gotten more rupees out of this room. But, you know. You win some, you lose some. You can't always determine what was going to happen. And yeah, I got into this room and I'm just like, come on, jump. And I missed with that sword beam there. And I'm just like, ugh. And this was after having the excitement of, you know, hitting them. And so I had, this is my boss for this. And I got a pretty good spot there, and then I fall into the hole. And I'm just so sad. And I was one hit away from taking him out. And in the moment, I'm just like talking to myself like after this, like, you know, in hindsight, it probably would have been better for me to walk to the other side of him. So yeah. Oh. Yeah. So I did the arrange here quick just so I could see what it was, and also see that I had stair decisions also sitting there. Which, yeah. But, I remember correctly, Passageway Essentials, the one I have to get done, so that way we can get a heart piece. So, yeah. And then here's where I started doing my outro, which I'm going to start doing now. So yeah, that's been it for this week's episode of Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Tune in next week to watch us continue. I'm probably going to be yapping again, so tune into that. And yeah, until then, peeps, I'll see y'all then. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, post-recording Gray here. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like and comment down below. Feel free to subscribe for more content and ring the bell and follow me on my socials to get notified on my latest uploads. Links in the description down below. And a huge shout out to my friend Snidney, for without his support I would not be here doing this. But yeah, until next time peeps, I'll see y'all then. Bye bye.